What up? So it's currently 5:30 in the morning and I'm about to embark on my 35-hour, 2,000-mile road trip in my 1994 Suzuki Alto Works. I am no stranger to long K-car road trips, but I have to say this might be top 3 as far as distance goes. I did drive my Suzuki Cappuccino all the way from Los Angeles to New York, and I've done a couple 1,000, 1,500 long road trips, but this one being New York to Atlanta and back is definitely up there. Once it gets brighter, I'll show you guys more of the car, show you the pros, show you the cons, and we're gonna hope for some very good luck. My last 2 road trips really haven't gone the best. From getting 2 flat tires in the town box to popping out an axle on the SMX. I'm hoping that it's different in the Alto. I am slightly more prepared than I usually am. I did bring a booster. I bought a 17 mil just in case I get a flat. I bought one of those. And I have a 10 mil along with a flathead and screwdriver. But I'm gonna let the car warm up. First stop is in Baltimore, which is about 3.5 hours away. So I might just power through that. And then I'll show you guys more of the Alto, pop the hood, teach anyone who might be new to the channel. And yeah, first road trip of 2025. One thing we're definitely gonna focus on throughout this road trip are my MPGs. I'm one of those drivers who don't personally care, but I know a lot of people when it comes to selling cars or buying them, they're really focused on, does this car get 50 miles per gallon? Does it get 40 miles per gallon? If I had to guess, seeing how I'm going to be doing around 60 miles per hour for long extended times, I would assume high 20s. If it's better than that, amazing. My Cappuccino was on the higher 30s. But seeing how this one is only a single cam, I'm going to assume maybe 31, 32. Gotta love traffic at 6 in the morning. First update of the day. We've been driving for about an hour and 10 minutes. I want to show what my cruising speeds are going to be for 90% of this trip. So the speed limit is 65 miles per hour. I am currently going 68. So I'm around 4,600 on the RPMs. It's a bit high, but honestly, there's so much more in this car that if I wanted to, I could put my foot all the way down. At this point, I just had fuel cut. I'm only at 55. So yeah, pretty much my goal is to stay either in the middle lane or the right lane. I'll let all the fast cars pass me on that side, and I'll just chill around here. About 4 hours and 360 kilometers later, we have made it to our first stop, 844 Imports. As per usual, I'm gonna make a separate video going more into detail on the cool cars that are here. Last time we went over the Escargot, there's actually 2 new additions. We have a scissor lift Daihatsu Hijet that is 5-speed and 4-wheel drive. And how can you not love that license plate? So I'll probably get this one in the air. Show you guys more of it in the next video. But now that I'm officially parked, let me show you guys the car that I'm driving 35 hours. So here's my 1994 Suzuki Alto Works. We got Advan A3As on both sides. That side is pink. This side is red. Me and David successfully rolled the rear fenders yesterday. So it looks like they're a little chewed up here, but I'm telling you, all this was prior to this getting rolled. The fronts have no issue, lucky enough. The car's still on. Idling okay, I'm having no issues. The only thing I would say is kind of a con, and Unfortunately, I don't have the part to fix it. I don't love that my temperature position sensor doesn't work. I would love to see where my temperatures are at, especially for doing such a long drive. But overall, for this car being a quote-unquote death trap, it's pretty comfortable. Heat works. Got CarPlay. Exhaust isn't too loud. I'll pop the hood and show you what's under there for anyone who might be new to this car. Also has some goodies, as you guys can see. I did put a full exhaust, muffler, and resonator delete. We don't have a third wiper. Instead, we have a nice pink dye. We did 20% tint all around. Like I mentioned, the cool wheels. Down the hood is just as clean as everything else. We got ourselves an HKS filter, new spark plugs and wires, brand new battery, and I don't have the HKS blow-off valve. I know some people might think I have it, but I took it off just because this one technically isn't a blow-off valve, but it does sound amazing. You guys gotta admit. But under here we have a 3-cylinder single cam F6A. One of the most popular engines. Some people think the K6A is better. Some people think the F6K is better. I absolutely love this guy. This is actually my old Cappuccino, and it also has an F6A. Also added a Blitz radiator cap, but that's pretty much it. I'll probably leave it open just so it can breathe a little. So in the meantime, let's check out some of the cars that are here. First and foremost, yellow calipers. Way before the fame on the side. And to think that I drove this car all the way from Los Angeles to New York City is insane. And to have its pink cousin right behind it, ah, man. I love this cap. I love it, I love it, I love it. I was going to say, would I trade my Alto for this just for the road trip purposes? But I don't think I would. I'm actually having a lot of fun in the Alto, and it's a new experience for me. Let me start this car up, though. Hopefully it's not dead. Just so you guys can hear how good this blow-off valve and car sounds. Come on, Alto. I actually have a booster in my trunk. I could start it. Alright, maybe it's meant to be. Maybe I shouldn't hear it, because if I hear it, I'm gonna bring back some memories that I don't know if I really want to visit. I'm not in the mood to cry right now. But yeah, we got an escargot. Very cool. Click the corner to learn more about that. We have this guy. One of the best looking front ends I've seen on the K-Truck. Automatic, turbo, and 4-wheel drive. Nice seat covers. We got Toyota Vitz. I wasn't able to drive this one, so maybe I'll do it on the next video. Then we got to have to move. Oh, I would love to also buy this. And then we have this, which I'm also going to spend a lot of time on the next video. But this is a jumbo, which first and foremost, very cool. Check out the interior. Check out the shifter. Check out that huge tack. Does it scream Fast and the Furious more than this? And the nitrous buttons here. But crazy enough, I think the coolest thing about this car is a couple things. One, that it's turbo. 2, that it has an HKS boost gauge. But nope, that isn't even it. The coolest thing is this. If that's not luxury on your K-Truck, I don't know what is. Retractable mirrors, and it has LEDs. So yeah, oh my god, look at this antenna. Moon eyes. Yeah, we're definitely gonna spend a lot of time with this. I'm gonna keep it on just for now. But now, let me end this part of the video here. We're gonna hop back in the Alto. Next stop is Pop Garage. And there we're gonna have an expert tell us more about the welds on. So I'm not completely empty. I'm gonna have to do a rain check on my MPGs. But you guys already know, I only put 93 in all my K cars. Let's see how much this takes. I'm gonna assume $22.
It's a citywide celebration from Jazz
Hey. To be honest, my MPGs might be on the high 30s. I keep you guys posted on that, but let me know how you feel about this gas cap wrap too. It's a little clashy, but seeing how this is a similar color, I don't hate it. I think if it was on this side with the red wheels, it'll stick out some more, but it doesn't look that bad. What we're gonna do now is head to the homie Pop Garage. He has a very cool Honda Beat. He's a fabricator. So I would love to just show him the Alto. Maybe we could get it on his lift or his jack and just see if maybe he can fix it. I don't know if it's a you know, couple hour process. In my opinion, I felt like I need to leave the car there for a couple of days to actually like properly fix it. But I would love to just get a fabricator, a welder's opinion, see what he thinks about it. Either way, we're going to do this road trip, and I think the car is absolutely fine. But maybe he can make it better. Maybe if I stay there for 3 hours, I can leave there with an even safer car. Outside of that, I also want to get a quote on putting a roll cage in here. I don't know if I'm going to keep the Alto after this road trip. I don't know if I'm going to keep it while I'm in Japan. I don't know what's going to happen exactly. But I love that he makes custom roll cages. So let's say I do sell this Alto, and I buy a Wagoner, I buy a Honda Beat, I buy a Cappuccino, I buy a Miura TRXX, I buy a Copen. I love that I'm just going to meet someone that can potentially build me a custom cage for my next future K car, and so on, so on. I love just having relationships like that. So let's start this bad boy up. First food stop of the day. I'm gonna definitely record a lot of my dinners and lunches. Alto's officially going off-road.
Acties and K-trucks and K-vans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like this.
So nothing turbo then ever. Yeah.
Well, not K-car West.
Yeah.
Driven like turbo Corvettes
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
mean
like
your
that.
wagon is turbo right there.
Yeah. I guess we can go this way.
Yeah. You could rev it out to like 6.
Yeah, this thing's a ripper.
Yeah, it is. You can rev it out even more, honestly. It's like genuinely like fast.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Yo, it spools like instantly too.
Yeah. You're like always in boost.
Yeah.
It has a
K-cars
boost
are-
light too. The
Yeah,
green
same.
joint.
Yeah. Dude, this thing sounds sick.
Yeah.
It's like perfect.
I love this. I love taking clapped cars and like doing this to them. Like I got the door cards real close to it. It got CarPlay.
Yeah. Dang, that's fancy.
Yeah.
It's like a little
Turn the
tiny.
lights on. I got pink LEDs on the cluster.
Where does it go?
That way, yeah.
There it goes. Oh yeah, it's tight.
Yeah, and this is pink.
Oh right. Heck yeah. I think with cars, the best noise, it doesn't matter what kind of car it is intake noise.
Yeah,
People don't realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like everybody's like, oh, 2J sound great. I'm like, they do, but a lot of it's intake noise.
Yeah.
Yo, this turbo is insane.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be like this big.
Yeah, I know,
It's just
it
like
It is.
instantly spools. Like, we're going up the smallest hill.
I don't
It's
even
just
have a blow
chunky.
valve either. It's just a block off plate.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I had an HKS, but it wasn't loud enough.
True.
Like I wanted to sound like how it sounds here.
Yeah.
But if I had an actual blow valve, you would hear it like even more. You would hear like even
Yeah.
more. You could like gun it up here.
Yo, this thing's like,
Right? Like
I'm not even gonna lie, this is like
genuinely fast.
yeah, it's like Miata. Like,
Yeah. I think like a Miata might be faster.
But not
like,
really.
But you don't get the sound in a Miata.
Yeah.
So like
I
it has torques here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I drove a 1.6 Miata at a drift event recently.
Yeah.
Like I was an instructor and stuff.
Yeah.
And like this is probably dog a 1.6 Miata.
Yeah,
I'm not even
I would
kidding.
love to compete in like Miata like classes in this. That's why I want to like hypothetically put a cage in here.
Bar, yeah.
Like even if it's just a bar, like it doesn't have to be something crazy, but
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
yeah, I'll take out the rear seats. Like I don't need those.
This thing's rad. Typically like 100% a turbo car hater. I hate turbo
Really?
cars.
What do you like? Supercharged?
No,
Or
all
just
motor.
NA? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, like I'll show you my race car when we get back to the house.
Yeah.
Like I'm a real big all motor guy. The only reason the wagon's turboed is because back in the day, like that was the setup. It's like a Vitara. It's got Suzuki Vitara pistons in it.
Oh, sick,
you put them in
yeah.
backwards, and it's this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I really wanted that back in the day. And now that I have it, I'm like, nah.
You don't like the sound?
I mean, the sound's cool, but
Yeah.
I just like how violent all motor cars are. But this
Yeah.
is like.
This is essentially like almost.
Yeah, because it's just like
K-car.
because it just like turns on like instantly.
There is no lag.
Yeah, like everything else is like you like get in it and it's like
So let's appreciate this first and foremost. I'd want something like this on the Alto. Like Way for the Fame garage, some nice colors. Like look at the fact that this is chrome. You can see the bead on there. Goes well with the wheels. Everything matches. See how I have mismatched wheels? He has mismatched wheels. And then look at the beat. This thing is low. Also, I gotta start making those. Then we got another Civic. All my Honda fanboys are gonna be happy about this spot. Love these wheels. Damn, I really love this windshield banner. I've kind of always been a hater on these, but I think it's because it's just not like basic. Like, do you see the attention to detail here? Gloves and pistons and sockets. That's actually sick. I'm gonna ask him where he got that from. What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's like less bad than what it seems. Because I was thinking that like the frame rail was rotted out.
Yeah.
That's why they welded it like that.
Yeah.
But the bolt holes are still in there, and if you reach around there, you can feel the whole frame rail. So I wonder if they just like stripped the bolts in the frame rail for the front subframe, and that's their fix for it.
Okay.
So I don't think it's like actual rust is the problem. Like right there in the wheel well,
yeah,
where that connects.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was rusty there, but I'm pretty confident that they're just like welding the subframe up.
Yeah,
it was
when I got it, it was basically like dragging here. Like it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you say on your?
I'd send it. I mean, I don't like the welds, but that's what I do for a
Yeah,
living.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
I mean, I don't like them
work.
either.
Yeah.
But do you think there's a way to get this better? Like, if this was your car, would you go back in there?
No,
or
I would just drive it.
You would just leave it?
I'd drive it and wait for it to be a problem.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but there's no sense of like cutting all that back out to like redo it if it's working.
Like, you can't put more around it, right?
I mean, you could.
But it's like, there's no...
For what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a plate there, and then there's another one on the front too.
Yeah. No, I saw,
So, like,
yeah.
it's in there.
I'm happy that I stopped there and got your opinion on it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, like, I drove it 5 hours here. I've been driving it, like, at least 40 hours back home. Like,
yeah. It's not like you're, like, rally racing it.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not on tracking it.
Yeah.
If I brought it to the track, would it pass inspection? I don't know about stuff like that, you know?
It probably would because nobody looks at it.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a different subject, but
Yeah.
I'm not, like, torquing the body and, like, going
Yeah.
crazy. And then even then, maybe it probably still lasts. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's good enough.
Yeah.
It'll do the job.
Perfect. So this is the infamous Pop Garage race car. What is this, like a K20?
It's a K24, so this is just a mock-up motor, but the motor that we're building for, it's a 14.5 compression K24. So it'll be, when it's all said and done, it'll be like a 2.5 liter, 14.5 compression, and it'll probably be like 400 something horsepower on motor.
That's not that bad, right?
It's a lot.
That's 400 something is a lot?
It's a lot, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
No, because I know people have like 600 and
For like
ridiculous
turbo
numbers.
cars
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I guess for like you said, for NA that's
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
For NA, 400 out of a 4-cylinder is like
Yeah,
nuts.
that weighs like 5 pounds.
Yeah, it's I can actually, this is like the party trick for this car is hilarious. So you can just like,
You can pull it out.
yeah.
Oh damn! That's not even a K car.
Yeah, that's with the heavy wheels on the back.
That's crazy.
It's all like fiberglass doors and stuff like that. So like, if you feel the door,
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah! Wow, this is
Yeah.
like a 2 pounds.
yeah. And then it's a full carbon dash and stuff like that.
Wow.
So I just got it back from wiring a couple months ago. So it just got like a full custom engine harness.
Have you
custom
driven this though?
Not with this setup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is like this is one of the ones I don't rush. I always tell people like, I always say any car I have is for sale except for this on my dually.
Yeah.
And like this, if I finish it next year, cool. If I finish it in 5 years, also cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
And how long you had this in your possession?
15 years now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like it's your forever car.
Yeah, it's like what my like shop was named after and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's this one stays.
No, this one is sick.
Fuel slosh.
That still is like.
Fuel slosh.
It's crazy. We're getting into like a real car, real speed feels like. All right, so we just left Pop Garage. Next stop is Duncan Imports, but I'm gonna mostly go here tomorrow. So we have the last 4 hours and 20 minutes. So that would be a total of 9 hours driving. And I have to say, after going to Pop Pop Garage, I have even more faith in this vehicle because I feel like mechanically I'm good. I can semi-control that. It is a 25-year-old car. But I'm not going to pretend that I know about welding. I'm not going to pretend I know about frame and structure and stuff like that. And if that guy who builds race cars tells me that if this was his vehicle, he would just send it until a problem comes up, I think at this point we need to just change the narrative of you shouldn't be driving this car. It's not safe on the road. It's like, I don't know what more I can show you guys. I'm about to drive 35 hours. We're going to do 9 hours just today. And the Alto's doing great. Like, it's doing amazing. Not only great, it is doing amazing. But this is the last leg of the trip. We got 4 hours and 19 minutes till we get to Duncan. I'm not really going to go to Duncan today. Like I said, I'm just going to crash around that area. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up bright and early. We'll go to Duncan. We'll go to Mayberry Mini Trucks. And I think we're going to most likely crash around the Chattanooga area. I'm probably going to post on Patreon to see if anyone's around the Duncan area, seeing how I'm going to get there at 7. And maybe I could do like a mini car meet tomorrow, if not tonight. Update, currently at 7-Eleven. I'm about an hour and some change from Christiansburg, Virginia. Just booked my hotel. I don't necessarily need gas, but I have to use the bathroom, and I definitely need some coffee. So we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Update on the Alto, if anyone's curious. Still doing amazing. Still getting me all the smiles per gallon. Still breaking as many necks as possible. Still getting thumbs up everywhere. And still looking very clean. Shout out to Teggy. A simple $19 later, we are back on the road. Coffee secured. Also got some coconut macaroons. We got the Alto outside. Now let's just power through these last 2 hours. Make it to the hotel. Start editing the vids. And just like that, we have successfully drove 9 hours and 36 minutes, 532 miles in the quote-unquote death trap Suzuki Alto Works. Thank you guys for watching. This is the end of day 1. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to go to Duncan, Mayberry, crash around Chattanooga. I also have a major update on Patreon for my Patreon homies. I'm not going to spoil it because if you're not on Patreon, you should be. But let's just say I maybe got a car in Japan. And I might have maybe spent 15,000 yen on a brand new dead stock Hello Kitty ETC reader for said vehicle. But with that being said, 9 hours of driving, probably 12 hours of commuting. I am ready to go to sleep. Pretty interesting headboard behind me. But yeah, capture you guys tomorrow. Shout out to the Alto. Shout out to Pop Pop Garage. I love that I had his guidance to let me know. Again, I'm not saying that the car is 100% safe and nothing is ever going to go wrong. But I love that he just gave me that reassurance. It was just like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not worried about driving it another like 7 hours to Atlanta and then driving in another 15 hours back home. Like, at this point, I have no worries at all. I'm ready to rage it. I'm ready to let everyone drive it. Because you guys saw, he was shocked how fast it is. Tomorrow, I'm going to let the homie at Duncan drive it. Maybe I'll let Battle Digital drive it. I'm definitely going to let my homies in Atlanta drive it. And it's just a fun car. Like, when I first got it, it's crazy. Like, I could talk about this all day. But it's crazy that when I first got that car, I would have maybe sold it for like 45, maybe 4 as is. But now there's no way I can sell that car for less than $6,000. Period. I don't care about the frame, whatever you want to say that. I've had Dadbot Garage, Mendy, this dude, people in the YouTube comments. I've had countless people tell me that the car is not a death trap. So it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Road to 100K. Peace.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.